here we are. We are at Prisma Health, Richland Hospital, and I'm getting ready to do Spinraza #1. So we'll be checking in periodically, but we've just gone through the process of getting me out of the chair into the bed. It was quite a fun little ordeal, but at any rate, here I am now, and I'm ready to rumble. So see you in a little bit, hopefully with a shot in my back. Hi, so I'm back in the room, $125,000 more expensive than I was earlier. The injection went well. We did the injection in my neck. So that was, one of the options, and it turned out to be the best option in my situation. So I just have to lay here for an hour to make sure I don't get a headache or anything like that, and then I'll be free to go. So I'll check in with you all later. Bye. Hi, so I'm back home now, and my instructions from the hospital say to come home and to lay down pretty much for the rest of the day. Actually, they say lay down for the next couple of hours, but at the hospital they said to pretty much take it easy for the rest of the day. So I came home and I ate, because I didn't eat this morning except a handful of animal crackers, because I didn't want to get nauseated laying on my stomach on the table if I had to do that. So I chose not to eat. So here I am. Like I said, I came home, I ate lunch. I ate a huge lunch because I was hungry. So I did eat, and now I'm doing what they said. I'm getting in the bed. I'm just going to lay back, take a nap, because I feel fine, but I am super tired. It's just a lot in one day. So I'm grateful, though. It was successful, and I kind of alluded to this in the second mini video, but we did have to do the cervical injection route, which is in your cervical spine, which basically is your neck. It's very right near the brain, at the very top of your spine. And so that's the only way really they could get good access to my spine. I had a spinal fusion when I was 11 years old, and for those of you who want to do the math and figure out my age, that was 31 years ago. And so I've had a lot of fusion of the bone since then, and they were just not able to get in with the needle easily into my spine in the normal region, which is the lumbar, the lower back region. And since they couldn't do that, they did the cervical injection, which means they went in through the side of my neck. It was an odd sensation, not really painful at all, just really strange. And once they finally, figured out how they were going to do it, it went very quick. I went back to the room at the hospital, had to stay lying down for an hour before they would release me. So it all went well. We did everything we needed to, and so now I'm home and going to bed. So good night, y'all, and I'll check in sometime. Bye. Thanks for your prayers. Christine's skipping over there.
Okay, babe. Pick up this pen.
All right, so I gotta tell them something before I do this. So the thing with Spinraza is that for people like myself, when I say people like myself, I'm talking about old folks with SMA. Not the very young kids and stuff, but the older people like myself with SMA. The #1 goal of Spinraza is to stop progression. That's the main thing. It stops progression. So SMA will never make me weaker at all. Now, there are additional benefits that come in some strength that comes back. And so one of the things that I've heard is that some people have felt some effects the day of or the day after. And that it's just wild that you can feel something that quickly. So for me, I woke up this morning, got in my chair, and I told Christine that I was feeling something different in my fingers. Now, SMA doesn't make you lose feeling like paralysis does, so I've had feeling all along. So that's not what I'm talking about. The only thing I can describe it as being, it's like if you have a radio signal, and by the way, y'all, I know my hair looks bad and I have no makeup on yet, but this was too exciting not to share. So just forgive me for the look. I'll look better later. But anyway, So the way that I can describe it is, when you've got a radio station and the signal is coming through, but it's very staticky. Well, that's what SMA does to the nerves. It makes your nerves over time die so that the signal from the brain can't get to the muscles to make them move. So there's a lot of static on the line, so to speak. And this morning, my fingers feel almost tingly. That's not exactly the right word, but I don't know how to explain it any better. But they feel like my fingers are coming alive in ways that I haven't felt for a number of years. It feels like somebody's turned the dial and the signal's coming through clearer. And so Tim had this experimental idea. So you want to do it again, babe?
Yeah. Just pick up this pen. See if you can pick it up with your left hand. That's your weaker hand.
My left hand is my weaker hand, and I just suddenly felt like I could not only pick up the pen, but I could transfer it to the other hand all by myself and get it into a writing position, just like that.
Can you take your left hand and move it all the way up to the edge of the desk?
I can't get it over the wood piece, but I can get it all the way to the corner.
Yeah, no, you used to never be able to do that.
Yep, so I've moved my hand all the way across my tray. Just that much. So anyway, pen, hand, movement, tingly fingers, whatever. And at first I was like, it's so early. I don't want to try to have something or say something that's not true. So my big thing is I don't like to sensationalize things. I like to share the facts, but this is not my imagination. I have life in my fingers that I haven't felt in a long time. And I've got a long way to go. So, there's going to be a lot of me working with my hands and doing things to try to get stronger and stronger. But this is where it starts. So this is day 1 after Spinraza. I can't wait to see what day 100 holds. Bye, y'all.